Good morning, VC. This is Glenn, your low-end music freak. I am here with a contest entry. This is for the Swellheads Network. Mr. Swellhead, not sure what your name is. That's a cool name anyway. I wish I was Mr. Swellhead. This is called the Don't Show a Thing contest. No visuals, but you get my face, unfortunately. That's not good at the best of times. There are like 4 or 5 parts to this contest. Thanks for putting it on. Really appreciate it. Always enjoy entering a contest and helping people generate some interest in their channel. First of all, shout out to a radio station, past or present. I'm going past because I hate terrestrial radio. It's so formatted, and the same songs get played over and over and over again. I like to hear album cuts. And that hasn't happened since I was a teenager, and we had underground FM radio. And in Toronto, that underground station was called Chum FM 104.5. Nowadays, Chum FM 104.5 is an MRO station, so one of the stations I hate the most. But in 1968 and 69 and 70, it was friggin' incredible. All deep album cuts, full albums. You would hear so much music there. I remember when the White Album came out, they played the whole album in its entirety. They used to play whole album sides, all deep tracks. I remember, for the first time hearing Brian Auger and Julie Driscoll and the Trinity doing "Season of the Witch," and David Bromberg's first album came out. All of a sudden, in the middle of the night, they're playing "Delia" off the first David Bromberg album. I mean, just totally obscure stuff, and that introduced me to so much music. So the underground station, FM station, Chum FM, from about 68 to 70, 71. Number 2, a band I love, but an album I will never own by them. I'm picking Chicago, and I have Chicago 1 and 2, which I think both are 2 of the greatest albums of all time. I have Chicago 3, which is half a great album, and from there I think about the last half of the album, I think they lost their way. I don't think they ever recovered. I have never owned another Chicago album, so the albums I'll never own are from Chicago 4 up to whatever they're up to now. And Chicago 30, I don't even know, so you can take them all, pick which one you want. I'll say Chicago 6, just to throw an album out there. When I saw Chicago at the Isle of Wight Festival in 1970, they were amazing. It was an incredible show. So glad that I went over to England at that time and saw them. Terry Kath was such a great guitar player to see live. So that's my number 2. Number 3, an iconic album I've never listened to. Well, I thought of a genre that I don't listen to too much, and that would be heavy metal. It's funny, I can turn Led Zeppelin up to 11 on the amp and enjoy every second of it. I love Deep Purple, love Uriah Heep. I can't listen to like the metal bands from the, I guess, late 70s, 80s on, like Metallica's and Iron Maidens and bands like that. I just, they give me a headache, unfortunately. I know a lot of people love them, and I appreciate that you do, and I'm sure there's a lot to listen to there, but I just don't get it myself personally. So I picked Master of Puppets, Metallica. I looked up Metallica and then what their best album was, and that was kind of the consensus that was their best album. So I'm going with Master of Puppets, that I'll never listen to. Okay, I'm not showing anything. Okay, on to number 5. Bonus. Tell a lie about the history of the band in question 2. Well, that's already been accomplished. So that's my contest entry. Great contest idea. It was fun. Congratulations, Swellhead, and look forward to watching your videos. All the best to you. Thanks.